So I had been working at Burger King off Dodge Street, and I've been working there for about three and a half years. And Adolpho comes in, and she comes up to the counter, and I ask her if she wants anything, and she just looks at me, and she didn't say anything. So I ask her to sit down, and we have some soda and some fries, and that's how it all started. So what would you say you and Adolpho did on an average day?
It's kind of hard to describe. When you're with Adolpho, you can sit there for hours, not say anything, but have said so much. Like, connecting with Adolpho is like connecting with someone on a deeper level than I've ever known. Like, you can do so much and not do anything at all.
Well, I remember one time when Adolpho saved my Christmas. Let's see. I think it was December 2003, and I was drinking on New Year's. I mean Christmas Eve, and I was just drinking. I decided to go out and have a little fun with Adolpho, and I got picked up and arrested, and I was put into a holding cell. Adolpho, she wasn't bothered, but she was panicking and flailing her arms frantically, but wasn't saying a word. And she came to the jailhouse place, whatever. And I don't remember it because I was drunk, but I guess the cop told me that she busted in there. Everyone thought she was a crazy mad woman, and she pointed at my jail cell and held up the cash and bailed me out, and that's how she saved my Christmas.
Okay, well anyway, I met Adolpho in high school. I'm kind of nervous, sorry. Anyway, I met Adolpho in high school. She was just like super nice and everything, but she didn't like talk. I was like, okay, this girl's not talking, so what's the deal here? But like she ended up being super nice, saving the world and everything, and like, well she joined, I don't know why it's funny to me. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, so one time I made her, she was super nice, and I made her a mix CD that was like, don't speak, I know just what you're thinking, and she was like, that's perfect. She wrote it out actually because she doesn't talk. She was like, that's perfect, that man.
What was teaching Adolpho like?
Well, I just thought that for months and months I didn't make any progress with her in a reading group, small reading group, guided reading. And I wondered, what is troubling this girl? Some said she was a mute, some said she was a selective mute, but I was bound and determined to get her to talk. And through much persistence and much research and a lot of trust and mutual communication, she was able to one day open up to me. And no one to this day will believe me, but she opened up to me and she actually uttered a few words. She drew a picture of several little baby dolls, and it just almost made me cry. It was just the most touching moment. And she actually uttered the words baby doll. Baby
Really?
dolls, my baby dolls.
Really?
Yeah, and actually, come to find out, years and years after this happened, come to find out, I got into the secret locked files, the archives, if you will, the archives, if you will, of the public school system. And I had found out that her mother's sister had actually mutilated a dog in front of her. Sick stuff. I can't go into anymore because of the confidentiality of things like that. But yeah, kind of pretty much explains that mindset of being a selective mute. Wouldn't you be a selective mute? I would too.
Well, it was a hostile summer day, I think after my 10th grade year, and I was riding my bike down this street, and all of a sudden that stop sign right there, my handle hit the stop sign, and the next thing I know, I was just flying in the air. Like, I don't even remember how it happened. I was just flying in the air. I hit the ground, and then I just knew it was all over for me. Like, I just knew I was done for. Then I can remember like it was yesterday. Adolpho's hand appeared in front of my face, and I just remember I could see it now. I reached out and I just grabbed it. And I knew. She pulled me up, and I knew that our friendship could never be broken.
I was in the hospital and I'd just been diagnosed with cancer, you know. And Adolpho was sitting right next to me, and she just laid her hand on my knee and she did this. And and right at that moment I just felt like I was renewed, and I actually went back to the doctor the next day and the cancer was gone.
So, basically, when I got pregnant, about 8 months back, my mom, she just really, blew up, you know? She kicked me out and all, so I only knew only one person came to mind that would accept me, and, so, I went to Adolpho's house, and she, like, you know, opened the doors, and, like, she was so, like, you know, didn't even matter that what had happened to me, you know? And can you feel it kicking, Adolpho? Can you hear it?
So me and Adolpho, like, we would go clubbing sometimes, and when she gets out on the dance floor, she's like a whole nother person. She can break it down. Like, if you see her on the street, she don't even look like she could even dance, cause like she quiet and like she real different. But you know, when we go dancing, it's like it's a whole nother Adolpho.
We met these sisters Carlos, the last name. Ordinary girls didn't look the last name. They don't rate with the guys that score, 'cause they don't pump what the boys want more. They don't do it, they don't wait, they don't see how they're gonna grow up, who they're gonna be. But in the meantime, they might feel a little bit more motivated around that mark.
I think one of the main reasons why me and Adolpho were such good friends was because we both we had really kind of sort of troubled childhoods, if you will. She just kind of understood me, and for a while I got really addicted to cocaine, and I lost my job at Burger King after 5 years, and Adolpho helped me get back on my feet, and now I'm actually working at McDonald's. So she helped me a lot, and I don't know where I'd be without her, you know. I mean, Adolpho is Adolpho, you know. I mean.
One time in high school, I asked Adolpho where she got her name, and her friend said one time she saved, and then Adolpho pushed her away, and she wrote down on a piece of paper, since she doesn't talk, a dolphin. She saved a dolphin, and her parents changed her name to Adolpho. That's a story. I don't know if it's true.
Adolpho, what do you think of your friends?
The bright red cardinal flew down